you tell us a bit about Le Petit Gateau and what got you into it?
Sure, yeah, Le Petit Gateau has been open for 2.5 years now, and I had the opportunity from RACV. RACV is the Royal Automobile Club of Victoria, and that's a company that's been here for more than 100 years. And opportunity came to open a premium pastry shop in Melbourne, and it is 2.5 years later. It's been quite successful and very constant, and now I'm very happy with the outcome so far. Yeah.
And what do you have to offer here?
Basically, what to offer compared to the competition in Melbourne is I want to show like a different finishing product. The Australian pastries are, I would say, not as advanced as France or Japan or cities like New York and Las Vegas. So, I mean, at a small level, I try to make something different and get inspiration from like Las Vegas and Paris and Japan.
What is that part of the reason why you selected the Melbourne CBD as a location?
The location, because the RACV City Club is here, and that's the whole building is owned by RACV.
Okay.
And we had all these shops vacant, and 3 years ago the pastry kitchen was a little bit small for the operation, so I asked and get the chance and took the opportunity to expand the kitchen to have more chefs and still do a premium product.
And so how many staff do you have working here?
I have 12 chefs plus 2 stewards and 4 person who works in the front for the shop, plus we have trainees, so we have a full-time 18 plus trainees and work experience. We can go up to 25.
Are there any cakes or desserts that are the most popular?
Yes, absolutely. We have the Black Beauty. That's this one. It's a gluten-free cake, because now we have a lot more demand for gluten-free and celiac and dairy products. So this one is a chestnut sponge, flourless, with a milk, a dark chocolate mousse, with a black currant cream in the middle and a vanilla creme brulee. And a little dome of a chestnut. This one is the new one is a revised opera. The traditional opera cake is coffee buttercream with ganache and a joconde, and this one is a pistachio joconde with a raspberry buttercream, a thin layer of ganache in the middle, and with a white icing. It's important that we bring different colors and texture in harmony in the showcase, and just to have that. And I wanted to make it a bit more summery, so fresh raspberries and stuff like that. Yeah.
You got that really nice balance of getting that real flavour hit, as well as actually looking presentationally very nice as well.
But for me, presentation is, I would say, quite. I try to be minimalistic. More is less for me, and I don't want to crowd it with too many fruit and too many things. And the beauty of the shine of the icing, everything is homemade. So now we pride ourselves. And this one is my personal favorite. That's the hazelnut milk chocolate millefeuille.
Yes.
So it's a crunchy layer, a John Dujac creamy, dacquoise, and milk chocolate chantilly. So that's my personal favorite.
Okay. Do you have any corporate and business orders, and what sort of cakes get ordered the most?
We have a lot. Because we are in the CBD at this end of the city, and we have a lot of corporate lawyers, a big company just next door. We're surrounded by big building, and with like 40-50 floors of offices and birthday parties, and a lot of architect, lawyers, solicitors. It's quite busy. Plus we have 30,000 members from RACV that come here as well. So
wow, that's a big clientele, isn't it? Yeah. So can you tell us a bit about your personal background and experience?
Sure. Yeah. I started working at 15. Then I did an apprenticeship for 2 years. Then after I worked and did Les Compagnons du Devoir, which is a work association in France. So I worked in Strasbourg for a year. Then I worked in Brussels. I worked for Pierrick, which is a well-known chocolatier. Then after I moved, I went back to France where I had to do the army. Then I worked in Reims where they do the champagne. Then went to Bordeaux for a year still with the same association. So and then I finished with that 5 years after. Then I worked for Club Med in Italy, and I went to Israel as well.
Wow.
And then after moved to California. Then I worked in Palm Springs for 5 years, and I met my wife over there and so on. And came back to Paris, where I worked for a year and a half at the Plaza Athénée. Plaza Athénée is one of it's really the best hotel I ever worked. It's really like a 5-star palace. It's really premium, top of the range. And then decided to come to Australia and did all my permanent residency, all my immigration work, and I came here. Just in between, I worked at the Ritz-Carlton in Boston, just before coming back to France, and been here for 5.5 years now.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
So in traveling to all those countries, that's influenced you a bit in how you go about making
yes,
things?
definitely. Because I still, with the internet, get to know what's around, who's opening, what's the trend, what's new. But I don't want to copy. So by working in the US and here and been to Asia, so I just recently came back from Japan. And that was my second trip. I try to, because I don't want to copy, so I try to do different things and as well to make it viable for the market where I am here in Australia. There's no point of, if I want to do some petit four or cake like in Japan or Las Vegas or Paris, if there's too much work and that's not viable. So I have to keep everything under the scheme and look at everything. Okay, is the ratio is profitability as well, but the production side as well. I'm not going to spend 6 hours to do a 4 or 5 liter cake. That's not relevant and that's not the demand here. So it needs to be quite productive, clean cut, sharp, good flavors. Then the rest will follow.
Okay, so do you have any other projects or business ideas or anything else that you
Yes, absolutely. Well, first, the shop Le Petit Gateau should be expanding. But as well, I'm looking to open my own pastry shop early next year, still in Melbourne, not in the city, but I'm looking to expand to a lot bigger and even franchising. My idea would be very contemporary, very modern, nothing like that in Melbourne. So because as well, I want to be different than the competition. Then of course I'm not going to duplicate something like that, because first it's RSCVs. Even if I was at the base of the project and getting the idea and created all the range, but I want to make something different. That's exciting. Not only copy and paste and bam.
It keeps your mind creative.
Exactly. Otherwise you do the same product for 20 years and you don't interest anyone.
So is there like one particular thing that you want your customers here to take away when they come and visit Le Petit Gateau?
You mean on my new shop or for here? Or?
For this one here, Is there anything you want them to experience or feel or anything?
Often the feedback is, amazing cake, great cake, and again that's different what's offered around. So and with that comment, I'm pleased. Because I want to be different. That's the things. And Melbourne is such a great market because it's really boiling, it's really evolving, it's really going up for the past few years. It's really improving and it's a lot better. So people travel more and know more about good food and are more demanding. Which is keep us on our toes.
Absolutely. Well, thanks very much again for being interviewed for us.
It's a pleasure.